All right, we are back for week 5 of season 12. I am not alone. I'm joined by Dr. B and Tim this week. You guys say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Good to be here.
All right, should be a pretty short recap this week as we had a lot of sets forwarded. So this is a friendly reminder. Please play your games. I know life is busy, but we need content. Um, starting off
Where my
first.
head is spinning.
Starting off first in
I
the
would never do that.
Start off first in the Scarlet Conference. We got Brian. We got your set versus Dante, and I see a little bird here leading your team.
Yeah, he's the hero of the people right now. But more importantly, you also see a horse who is making
Ah,
his debut.
do see the horse in the back. Dante,
On Dante's team, looks like he's
he's
bringing his new squad.
yeah. He's got his slew of favorite guys. He's added Gengar to the team after some resounding success last week with his win over Will. And so we see
Uh,
a lot of boosting on your side.
My God.
Garg setting
Yeah.
up a sub, but I guess not knowing clanging scales is a sound move, which goes through.
yeah, a little unfortunate week to bring sub Garganacl against
Yeah.
specifically this Kamo.
hmm And so then we see Salkir not affect Alchemy because of Aroma Veil? Or is it Covert Cloak?
There's some things I got to be aware of on Dante's team, and that is Stalkir is one of the biggest annoyances to a slow setup Alcremie. So
Yeah, oh, because you are wearing the cloak.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, very setup heavy game so far, but this Terra Poisoned Alchemy looks like it's just gonna kind of,
Yeah, go crazy.
yeah,
Do a lot.
It could get hit by a big dragon move here, but Dante opts to go for a tailwind to really get Mimikyu up and running,
and
which is
continues to set up.
would have been pretty cool if, say, it didn't get poisoned, because then I would have had to pick my poison on the two there. But
Yeah.
it's at this point too little, too late.
hmm And Shadow Sneaking when you have Tailwind up, questionable.
Again, probably his only move on it.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not like
Attack
play rough
sword
and not
stance.
into
Yeah,
poison.
fair. Yeah.
We do see Glamora in the back, which not really the place you want to use that guy.
No, you want to get your spikes up early. Yeah.
Mm,
Doesn't matter as much against you though, because you have overkill to clear it whenever you want.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty commanding. Game one, Alchemy just kind of got to stay there and do everything once it's set up. It's acid armor.
Yeah, right.
It's set out of my Vaporeon in Gen 3.
It's all creamy.
Pocket sand.
thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, the horse is Lorse.
Gosh, I don't remember
Yes.
naming him Pocket Sand.
He's inner
That's
focus.
crazy. We shout out this meteor beam, by the way. We were going to
Oh,
trade here, and then Dante
yep.
missed.
Yeah, that's tough.
And that kind of decided the entire set. Because losing the
Woof.
Greninja early would have been big, because then Gengar gets to come in and be the fastest guy on the field, or
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
And then Glamora's still there, and I got to deal with both of them. So
Mhm.
that was a really unfortunate miss, and now everybody's dying to the horse.
Yeah. Oh, well, your tantrum got disabled. Tough.
A little sad about the tantrum disable, but let's see if Aquajet gets disabled.
Nope.
No.
Nuh-uh.
Gotta see Quillfish get a little bit of cured.
Yeah.
Cured
So-
fish, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's all cured fish. I could see it.
Anyways, good protect on Mimikyu there.
Mm-hmm. Like to
Chip it away,
do
that'd
more
be cool.
chip it Quill, which maybe you should have saw cured the other thread that you saw in game one, kind of set up and.
Ooh, but
Eagles
you see the secret here is that it's also covert
Ah, you thought of
for
everything.
this exact reason, because it's Terra Fire, and I don't want to be taking 6 billion%.
Reasonable.
No, that didn't sound like fun.
I mean, even through the defense boost, it still did like 20 something
Yeah.
for a 40 base power move. It's kind of nice.
17% on a +1. Yeah. And he was intimidated, which is crazy.
So like, shout out to Garganacl.
Yeah. Water play.
Oh, we see Water Pledge here just to hit, guarantee the hit. Nice.
It just didn't want to run Surf, I guess, to hit your guy. Makes sense.
Yeah.
With
Don't-
running
don't
Mudsdale
worry.
and Terrifier. So
And the bird.
Oh, and the bird, yeah. The bird did not get to come
We didn't even
out.
get to play.
No.
Nah.
But Bird was an interesting pickup. You basically just saying, well, what if I just got Talonflame to do what Talonflame does, but for way cheaper?
Yeah.
Recently.
Now people have to decide between Trick Room and Tailwind, and that's nice. I didn't have that before.
Yeah. All right, moving along in Scarlet Conference. This is it's my set. This is a good set this week versus our good friend Chris THT. My
Thoroughly screamed during the set, but I actually did quite enjoy it.
my pride as a doubles player versus Dondozo now was on the line. I had to prove that I wouldn't lose to the stupid fish. And we'll see how I do in game one. I decided to lead my bridge and my bug. Don't want to eat the close combat, so I decided to get out of there. Breloom can eat it because it is sashed like it basically always is. Seeing that I can encore Greg into helping hand, so he can't do much except for boosting him, I decide to lock him out of moves. When we see he's gonna mock into the Breloom slot, and I kind of called that out, so I was like, oh, let me just take my chip. Breloom kind of did his job. I like to try to encore into the Mach Punch because I can eat those with my stamina boosts.
The fact that Electroshock only did like 36% is wild.
I am extremely bulky. I have like no special attack investment, which we see was maybe not the best play because a lot of these, like if I was offensive, that would have killed and I wouldn't have had to eat that hypnosis. So here we see Bronzong try to set up the trick room, but I say nuh-uh, press trick room again. So
apparently Brian did some preset coaching and he told Chris not to let that happen, and then tuned in for the first time that set to watch it happen and was not particularly pleased. So
yeah, so he just gets up trick room again, and I see that these earth powers are doing a lot of damage to Arch Aladon. So this is a very scary guy. Meanwhile, I take advantage of Trick Room going back up to get my Apple in, who is very slow. And I tell this guy to keep pressing Earth Power against the bug and the grass type, and so now all of a sudden Arboliva is not that scary. Unfortunately, even with the Spadef drops, it's going to take a very long time for my Apple to get through Greg, but the Rocky Helmet chip coming from Ilmise is helpful. So this is a tough position for me because I really want to do my best to keep Veil from going up. And this is the last turn of Trick Room, so he can bring in his Ninetales. I have to get my Ilmise out of there, who's my only way of turning off the snow. Because I'm just gonna get Mach Punched and die, or faked out and die, because whatever. And so basically, he gets free Veil here, and I cannot stop it. I don't know what the Protect was there for. I guess I was afraid of Freeze Dry coming out in case, but he smartly just gets his.
You don't want to die to a stray blizzard, right?
Yeah.
Especially when Mendoza's not dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris is my forgetful guy. We all know that.
Yeah.
Tired, easy boy.
that's
Did
fair.
you see Freeze Dry? So
Yeah.
and actually beat up my water.
Many turns of sleep. Or that might have been my first one. I'm not sure. Arch Aladon proven not to do too much this set. Freeze Dry is bouncing off.
Yeah, shout out. It's like 81 attack, 9-tail. Like, it's not that strong.
It's not that strong in my
Yeah,
load.
okay.
It's a special monster, so. Look at this, my load can kill after kill. It's my goat.
Should my Logic have been more than 13 points? The fans want to know.
No.
Same with Napoleon.
No, I don't think so. I think it is aptly
so.
pointed. And then here comes the fish to ruin my day. My team is pretty strapped at this point. Those earthquakes are doing too much.
Yeah,
My Haze Milotic is dead, and I try to press the Icicle Crash into the Arboliva, so.
They're in a weird spot here where you can't really Terra steal your Apple out of
Yeah, I want to Terra
spending
Steel, but I
Earthquake.
simply cannot, because then I'll die to Earthquake. Wave crashes my guy because I just protected last turn, which is good. And now I'm like, well, is he gonna press order up? Is he gonna, he's gonna order Terra up and does way too much damage. And so, like, maybe if I Terra Steeled there, but then, like, Earth Power in the back is going to clean me up from Arboliva.
Yeah, there was no winning that
so
set.
this was
Regardless.
yeah. So this was lost. I get to at least be happy that I killed the fish. But at this point, I'm going to get Draco'd in the face and Earth Powered, and yeah. And so Chris got me game 1, pretty tough. So I got to regroup and figure out what my game plan is in game 2. And my decision was I'm going to lead off with, should I lead off with my bug and my elephant. So I like to get my Tailwind up. I learned that he is Sash, which is tough, and he tries to kill my bug right away. But the helmet kills him. So that's honestly a fair trade, because Infernape is actually really scary for my team to deal with.
Infernape is good when it doesn't have, things like Lottie constraining it.
So he sacks someone to sleep. He chooses to sack his Ninetales to sleep, which I don't know if that was the right call.
It helps you
because
then
he
can't.
can't. Yeah, he can't get Veil up. He can't Encore me. He can't put me to sleep, which is something I was really annoyed about. Bullet Seed doing nothing to Bronzong is crazy. But I got knocked for this very situation. Akaberry, I guess, was in case Rotom was here. Or maybe Sylveon. I guess this Trick Room up, but I'm able to Mach Punch. Now I have priority here. Unfortunate miss on the Muddy Water on Memo. Memo's just getting to run this whole set. Terra Ghost, I guess, because of Mach Punch, but I'm in Trick Room. I'm slower than that thing, so I don't need to.
And Mach Punch is...
It's a neutral.
Yeah.
So it probably wouldn't have killed anyway, but... now, still in Trick Room, so Dondozo gets to go to sleep. I see Lumberry. That Earthquake doing literally nothing to me. Shout out Mamoswine for eating that up. But I don't need... Now it's time for me to put him back to bed in this turn of Trick Room, and my Milotic is here to deal with this.
Wait, because Chris apparently planned for this and had sleep
He has
talk.
sleep talk, yes. And so now I'm like, oh my god, is he rest talk? And then we will see in game 3 that it's actually just Lumberry sleep talk, no rest, which is funny. But anyway, I say go away, boosts, haze my Milotic. And it's time to put him back to bed. And Breloom is going to get some healed up. He's going to get some juice back. And Bullet Seed's just doing so much damage now that he's not boosted.
So, were you, oh no, you weren't loaded dice, that was just a lucky 4-pack?
Yeah, I'm Focus Sash. It's always tough, right? Do you run dice to get the guaranteed Bullet Seeds, or do you run Focus Sash? And he just kind of needs to live hits sometimes to get spores off.
Sash.
Yeah. And so I bring it back, and a good 5-0 Mamoswine lead just kind of dominated that set. And so going into a game 3 situation, it's all on the line. Is my undefeated streak going to continue, or is THT going to get me? I decide, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go for the turn 1 Rain Dance because I don't want Veil to go up. If Veil goes up, all of a sudden I'm in trouble because I need to do decent damage. Try to start to chip this guy because he's really annoying. Again, yeah. So here was this interesting, this interesting turn here, right? After turn 1 happened, right? He presses Trick Room and Aurora Veil, right? So he has to decide, right? Because I can Encore either of these guys, and all of a sudden they can't do anything, right? If I Encore the Bronzong, Trick Room goes away. If I Encore the Ninetales, he's stuck into Veil. And so he has to choose. I guess he decides he wants to keep Trick Room up, so he brings him out. And so I lock Ninetales into that. So I got the read right, which is really good because I can break this guy's Sash. But Fake Out's coming. That's fine. Still in Trick Room. don't want to eat a mock and steal move. So he's really hyper focused on Mamo, which is reasonable because it decimated his team in game 2, but it allows me to clean off him. But in comes this guy to really fuck my shit up. But Protect is the best move in the game. Oh, and he elected to go for Mamoswine and not Milotic.
I mean, you did mention he was hyper fixated.
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of tracks with how he'd been acting.
Yeah, and so here we see Endeavor on Illumise as my 4th move, which is funny. And so here we see me make a little bit of an oopsie. I'm like, oh, well, let me encore him into Trick Room, except Helping Hand has higher priority than Prankster. So, or maybe it's the same, but he's slower. And so now he gets to do Big Blasts. And Apple Acid is not strong enough, so it's my only offensive move. And so now I'm like stuck in 3 turns of Trick Room with this guy. And I don't want to deal with that. And so I keep him honest. He calls me out with Protect, and I get my souls back. And so Apple is going to stick around for a little bit.
Now you've got your favorite dance to play of not letting Veil go up.
Yeah, but at this point, there's no way for me to stop it. Except for that, I put him in bed. And so now I elect to kill Greg with Mock, and then start chipping down this guy. But he gets the turn 1 wake up into put me to bed. So,
Funny.
So tough for me. And so here you see me rip my Terex. I didn't want to eat the ice move that I'm afraid of. And dragon here, so it's a scary time to be a grass dragon. But I sleep forever. Unfortunate. That doesn't get the kill because, again, I have no offensive investment in this guy. And Veil is up, so it's tough. He puts me to bed again, hits all of his hypnosises, and I'm, trying my best not to tilt at getting, sleep hacks. I wake up and don't get the kill on this guy, which is tough. It's locked into Encore, so I got to get this guy out of here. Now I'm in a real pickle. All right, see, you can already see how Veil is really fucking me up. Terra Ghosting Body Press was a really clever tech, so he's kind of cooking right now. I'm like really on the back foot. He's really controlling the game. Tries to put me to bed. I got a lucky miss or lucky dodge. Freeze Dry, we already know, just kind of bounces off Milotic, so I'm not really in any fear of these guys because I'm a special monster, even though I'm max defense bold. And now here it's the Bon Bozo show, but I'm taunted, so I gotta get out of there. And so, weird spot to be in, but because I got to get my Milotic back in here to press Haze, otherwise I'm cooked. But so that involves me having to sack Appleton, because I knew Earthquake was coming out, because it was free. But Protect gets to come out, so I get to press Haze, and all of a sudden Dozo is a lot less scary. Take his berry off, decide to heal up my my elephant, but it doesn't matter, because he just wants him dead. Really think I gave, like, THD war flashbacks about Mamoswines from game 2 because he really hyper targeted it any time it was on the field this game.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. And so now it's just a matter of getting Archaludon boosted, and I can keep him healthy with Life Dew. Not in the rain, so I can't. It's going to take me 2 turns to do Electro Shot, so it's funny. Yeah, and so here's this endgame. Like, I'm worried. I'm not too worried about Giga Drain, right? Or Earth Power, because I am vested, so I know it does about, like, half, maybe. And at this point, Chris is going for his only out, which is Muddy Water accuracy drops, but I got a lucky bird on him, so at this point, it's basically lost. And so I'm going for Dracos, getting accuracy drops, so I keep missing. But at this point, it's just a formality. This game is all but over. Because Tatsu cannot ever in its life break my Ludic. It does have Taunt, which prevents me from life doing and hazing away these accuracy drops. But eventually I will hit, which I believe it's this turn, and I just decide, alright, let me just press body press, the accurate move,
Yeah,
and win.
probably where you should have started. But
No, yeah, I mean, body press would have
this is
killed,
more
but I
fun
was
for
like
the
going for the
fans.
Draco. It was a really good set. I was sweating throughout that whole game 3 after those really long sleeps. I was like, oh man, is this how the game's going to end? Is this how my streak ends? But I was able to claw it back with a good end game play. But good shit from THT. Really gave me a run for my money. I did not respect Arboliva enough in the builder, I don't think.
That thing is scary when it
Yeah.
decides it wants to come out and play. Like, it has a fat special attack stat.
Yeah, it does. It's strong.
And boosted.
Yeah. Guy's scary. And so up next we got Bannon versus Izzy. Izzy bringing
And versus Sun-ish?
yeah, a bit of a weather war kind of.
Maybe.
Izzy's kind of standard guys that she really likes to bring.
Might be the first week we actually see Arcanine, which is kind of funny.
Is that right? Bannon bringing it's Arcanine v Arcanine. Oh, goodbye, Brian. Surely he will return. And so Bannon going right off on the offensive, gets a lucky burn to kill Whimsicott through Sash, matches Tailwind.
It's kind of sad for Izzy, but like, I feel like I've seen Whimsicott get brought down to Sash and then inflicted with a damage over time.
Yeah.
Maybe not once every set, but a lot more than I really should.
Yeah, it's hard to feel, you know, any sort of sympathy for Whimsicott because that mon is a demon.
That is true.
Getting to Prankster Tailwind, Moonblast, Encore, bullshit. And so it deserves everything it gets. This wild charge doing 58 to Empo. I don't know how to feel about that. It feels like it should have done more, but what do I know?
Yeah. But I don't think Arcanine is banded this week.
No, I mean, it went from Flare Blitz to Wild Charge, so yeah, we know for sure it's not. But now we see, seems like Izzy's MVP, or at least favorite of the season, this Bramblegats with Wind Rider. Just got to do tons of damage. 83 to Hippo, the defensive monster, through Reflect.
Crazy.
That's strong. E-Speed not going to pick it off. Ain't no way.
I'm surprised the Grim didn't have Sucker Punch. He does get...
Yeah. But here we see Last Respects Man. Probably picked the wrong one to Last Respects Man.
Yes.
This Ghost is very strong. And so it's just a issue of kind of identifying threats. Because I think if you Last Respected that, you just kind of clean up. But, although this is quite close, but I don't think Golem is able to clean it out. Oh, wait, did I lie? I'm a liar. Galvanize, shout out Galvanize, it's a funny move. Never mind, I disrespected your game of Golem. I'll never do that again. So, good shit, Bannon.
Very bulky. It
yeah.
turns out when the Pokemon with decent stats can get rid of a bad typing.
Yeah. I honestly don't know anything about Golem's stat line. I haven't thought about that Pokemon in a very long time. But, wow. Yeah, I was impressed by that. Maybe Poltergeist would have been better there than Power Whip. No, Power Whip is stronger. So, pressing Light Screen instead of Reflect might have been a bit of a misplay there, because we saw that the Power Whip didn't kill through Reflect. But in either case, maybe he could have went straight out into Arcanine. Maybe you don't want to take that chip. But Poltergeist goes down early. There's so many effects on the screen right now. We got
So hard to read.
we got Tailwind on Izzy's side. We got both screens on Bannon. Sand is up. Helping hand into this guy, but Grimmsnarl doing what Grimmsnarl does, which is mitigate damage and switching out. We see Brick Break get rid of all of those screens that Bannon worked so hard to get up. And Golem going down. Grimmsnarl still mitigating, going out and mitigating this damage. Poison jabbing to, not going to do anything to the steel type. Getting a cool para, that's going to be helpful. Should be able to clean it up. Oh, maybe should have went for body slam to not miss, but I guess it's fine either way. Get your tailwind up, I like it. Facade. You're not statused, so just press body slam. It's better. Get the power chance.
Yeah,
all of a sudden this Corviknight's boosting.
Status is just strictly more powerful too.
Yeah.
Small chance it didn't have it.
It did. It had body slam.
Okay, yeah.
Corviknight's setting up a little bit. Izzy doing her.
Uh-oh, wee woo, wee woo.
Uh-oh. Wait. You can't do that.
Today we learned about competitive.
Oh no, crit did not matter. And all of a sudden, Empoleon is going to win the day. Light screen is not going to save you.
No. Oh, there's so much damage.
Now it is +1/+1 Corviknight versus the world, including 2 fire types and a +3 Empoleon.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's got light screen.
It's not going to save.
Dead.
Alright, yeah, so we learned some things. Do not parting shot into Empoleon.
That.
Very scary. But you can parting shot into my Milotic when we play probably later today as of recording this. Please, Bannon. That'd be cool.
I hope you don't put competitive on your Milotic.
I already did.
Darn. Quick, Bannon, run Toxic.
Wait. Bannon decided to go all out offensive and not worry about Tailwind turn 1 might be problematic. And again, targeting down this Whimsicott when we've already seen how scary this Bramblegast is. 84 to Corviknight. It's a lot.
Well, we could assume it wasn't the most physically bulk Corviknight, but I mean, Bramblegast in Tailwind is unimaginably strong.
It's very strong.
And again, not going after the Bramblegast with the Flare Blitz, kills.
Yeah.
Perhaps confident that once the Empoleon goes down, the dog will just clean up.
It's true. Oh, and we see rocks. Oh, we love doubles rocks. Especially, I mean, honestly, against this team with a lot of fire types, not bad.
I've actually only really seen a couple of players run rocks, and they've all been like decently well played rocks.
Yeah. It's
just very hard to fit on most teams.
I mean, look at that. That's free 25% on these two guys.
Exactly.
I
don't hate it in Izzy's team.
Izzy did nothing. That crit probably mattered. And now look, Arcanine's dead. He can't come back in.
Yeah, he's got to come back in.
He's dead.
On was very proud of this play, and honestly, it was very cool.
No, that's good shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Synergy, Sand Rocks, Whirlwind Synergy.
Shout out to Toxic Herc living that helping hand Flare Blitz. That's impressive.
Yeah.
With dry skin, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Does that affect how much damage you take from fire type moves?
It does, 2 times I thought.
That's crazy. Anyway, good win from Bannon, showing the offensive strength of his team.
Yeah, just the raw power. And we get a game 3 now, right? Or was that game 3?
That was game 3. Yeah.
I joined. I forgot I stepped away for a sec.
That's good.
Keeping the viewers on notice. You guys make sure you pay attention.
Yeah, here we see.
There will be a test.
I think what is maybe the last Scarlet set?
Yes,
this
I believe
week,
so.
In Aaron versus Frank, and here we see Porygon Z make his debut. I love Porygon.
What else do we see on that team?
I love Porygon Z. We see Rabska.
We see the Trick Room leaders yet again.
Yup. Frank going for his Kilowattrel lead that he loves. It's a good
No, if
one.
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, I mean it's strong. That's a fast bird. He can be very strong with things like charge, with wind power.
What is Murkrow doing here?
It's a great question. He's getting strong apparently, and then getting slammed.
Gonna die.
So,
I want to see this Murkrow hit like the nastiest crunch or something.
oh no,
Oh no!
we see more competitive procs.
Oh no!
And now,
Oh my
what
gosh!
is
I
going to
think
stop
these two are
this
never
thing?
going to leave the field.
There's no need for them to ever leave.
You got to get
The
1%.
Kilowattrel, the fastest
Oh.
thing I think on
Murkrow's back.
is just fine
Um,
sitting in Trick Room.
Okay, 7 Mons might die here. This is kind of epic.
True. There goes our
Might.
slash.
Okay. All right.
Murkrow's back.
Does it kill?
Shout out
Nah.
Magmortar living that.
All right, damage on the board.
No, that's a dead mon.
Oh my
Metagross
gosh.
has fallen. This +2 Kilowattrel though.
Still there, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Murkrow is intent on getting
Just
kills.
realized it was nasty plot. That's fun.
Yeah, sure is. Can Porygon with download do it?
No.
The answer is no.
Next game.
Yeah, so pretty good shellacking from Frank. And I imagine we're going to see very similar leads on his part. Oh, they switched sides.
That's
but they're
crazy.
Still here.
Oh, no follow me. Just going
No
for
follow
raw kill.
me, no tailwind.
Ooh, are
Luckily
we
they
gonna
go
get a
for chip
switch?
damage. Oh no, we got a burn. And the room
Ooh,
goes up.
okay. That's actually a pretty good situation for.
I guess that makes
for
sense,
Sparrow.
right? He's like, oh well, if I press tailwind, like it's gonna
Oh,
get.
not again! What are you doing?
Yeah.
He's
Aaron,
like, yeah, that
uh,
was a good call out from Frank. Like, oh, trick room's going up, so I'm just gonna do damage instead of getting tailwind. Especially
Yeah.
if he's not wind
Not
power.
even that. There's clear body on the other side. Like, what are you getting out of this?
Oh no. Word dear, look out, you're gonna die.
We do see Porygon Z get the download this time, which is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, what is happening this set?
As a Porygon Z enjoyer, I will say I think adaptability is better almost always. Magmortar's back.
Hard to say what's good in doubles for him, right?
Nah.
Because by the time adaptability procs, he might already be dead.
Adaptability is always procced.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said the other one, analytic. No, adaptability is awesome. We
Yeah.
love normal type moves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, Haze.
Hayes Murkrow.
Good to see
Haze
the
nasty
Gen 8
plot,
goat
Murkrow.
coming in here.
Yep. But he
Haze nasty plot, Murkrow.
Hayes Nasty Plot Dark Pulse Tailwind,
Yeah.
maybe?
I'm assuming Tailwind, yeah.
But
I
we,
should have
Lives.
Magmortar living, but it doesn't matter because Dazzling
does
Gleam
not
is a
matter.
spread move. Cannot redirect it.
Mm-mm.
I thought Murkrow was fast. How is it going?
Murkrow
There's
is
Tailwind.
Oh,
There is
Oh,
Tailwind
yeah,
up.
Tailwind up. And Murkrow is not that fast. It's faster than Prim, sure. Yeah, so a very decisive display from Frank, showing Kilowattrel is a strong guy.
And not to give it competitive procs.
Yeah, so we're learning today about the importance.
Man,
of,
after seeing this, Frank still wants to trade away Metagross? That's crazy.
I don't know, that's a great guy. I love Metagross. I've used him many times.
But unironically, maybe it should go to Aaron's team, where it can be a nice slow steel type to sit alongside those very
Maybe.
weak ones.
Alongside the worm that he also has that does the
Well,
same
Oh,
thing.
that's true. He doesn't
I
have
don't know.
one.
The worm isn't. He's a long-term gambit, not a short-term gambit.
Well,
Anyways, we
moving
got,
along to the
uh,
Violet Conference, our
yeah,
first
the
sit up here
conference.
is JT versus Josh. So here
We
we
see 6 water types on JT's team and Gastrodon on Josh's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count. They all look like water types to me, at least. You know.
Yeah,
There
so
is 3 though. Half of the team is a water type.
it's true. 50% water.
So when you run to the sand team and this is your lead,
Well,
I'm
we
glad
know
that
this. We
Josh-
know this Volbeat's got Rain Dance.
yeah, here it is.
come on, there it
Yay!
is.
And
Flip
CNC
turn
Tower.
just kills. I wonder if that's banded. I forget.
It is banded with propeller tail.
Banded with propeller.
I remember seeing the set.
set.
Yeah, because that's how you beat the Gastrodon.
True. No, he thought of everything.
He thought of everything except for one critical mistake, I'd say. And that is simply What do all the other water types do when Gastrodon's on the field?
Yeah. Helping Hand, Giga Drain, Volbeat.
With a crit.
I don't think the crit mattered.
Yeah,
You
we
don't.
see that the Volbeat though is here to handle the Gastrodon, which
Mhm.
is pretty cool.
Yeah, shout out support Swampert with wide guard to stop the EQs. Good taunt to prevent things like Belly Drum from coming out.
Thunder Fang,
Thunder
Guard
did a
Chomp,
lot.
kind of crazy.
And the flinch,
Ooh,
tough.
wow.
Probably stopping a play rough going into the guard chomp or an ice spinner maybe.
Yeah.
Play rough.
I feel like you take that play rough though. Oh, but your Tailwind. Okay,
Now
Tailwind matching.
Tailwind's matched, yeah. That was good. Mandibuzz slept on Pokemon. That on is crazy.
Nobody respects Mandibuzz. This thing holds this team
Ugly
together.
as it is.
Good switch into Gold. Now Gold is here to do crazy things.
And we
Taunting
don't see we don't
Oranguru
see
basically means
Mental Herb Oranguru, so
yeah, so now this thing is basically going to be useless. That foul play did 0. Holy.
yeah. Oh, it's gonna be even more useless now. Oh, no.
Well, foul play doesn't matter there, but it's just
I'll
going to be
see.
it's just going to be
Yeah.
oh, it did nothing. What's going on? Everyone's
Oranguru
everyone's
is
everyone's a
very
bulky bitch in this set.
yeah. Well, not T-Tar.
Well, T-Tar's dead. Yeah, we didn't see anything from him.
Or he
Protect.
salivated as he says those
Tailwind.
words.
Tailwind goes up. Yup.
Of course, now the other Tailwind's
Now
gonna
the other
go up,
Tailwind gets
so
to go up. Yup.
this is where you're like, please, Mandibuzz, ally switch.
Liquidation doing 43.
Oh my gosh,
And
it's
foul play
dead.
just erases them from existence.
Oh, the power of not having rain or adaptability.
Yeah.
But if there's anybody who can do it, it's Baxcalibur hitting Icicle Spear. Am I right?
Yep. Terra Water, so you don't die to Make It Rain. I'm assuming Make It Rain comes out here anyway.
Yeah, why not? You're Goldango.
Yeah. Womp. 31.
Pretty good damage.
Garchomp back to.
Unsure why we have to protect here as
Well, JT's
Baxcalibur.
waiting out Tailwind
Yeah, that kind
because
of.
he has Tailwind. He has Tailwind.
Oh, he has one
he
extra
has
turn
an
up
extra
there.
turn.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now Garchomp gets to
Mm-hmm.
the free
Do it again.
again.
How many do you need?
I think that Goldengo should have went for damage. Maybe. Maybe
No, because now
not. Because
he gets to protect here if he wants or chooses not to. Oh,
no.
oh,
No, I
oh
see. I
wow.
think killing Oranguru is bad because that lets Volbeat into
Volbeat.
Tailwind, and now
Sure,
Baxcalibur's going to be faster than your Chomp.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, but he's weak. 'Cause he hasn't. Oh, he's strong. Never mind. Okay, well,
Earthquake did nothing.
this is fun because Baxcalibur has to hit Earthquake to kill Goldango, but it also needs to hit Icicle Sphere, so it can't do
Can't
both.
hook Garchomp. This is wrapped. Yeah, Goldengo
Yeah.
just pressed Shadow Ball.
And even if it doesn't kill, you got a funny bunny in the back.
Yeah,
Who,
yeah. Rabbit'll clean up. Sucker Punch. Oh no, just gonna live Earthquake.
Shout out spread damage.
Casually living Earth.
Yeah.
And hits a
And
Pyro
hits
Ball
the
into a
Pyro Ball
Terra
just to say, doesn't matter. I'll hit. I won't miss.
Oh my goodness.
There's baller play there. Or is it its only move? I don't know.
We might never know.
We might never know. JT deciding to lead the same guys, saying my strategy was flawless. I'm gonna do it again. Getting the rain up. Flip turn only doing 50. Mandibuzz, so bulky. Turning rain right off. Icicle Spear doing respectable damage to T-Tar. Half. Good. Two
Too
hit.
bad it isn't already a bird.
Dodging Muddy Water is nice, but woof. You could drain to a
You know, the
2-hit KO. It's
the
very
helping
good.
hand kill the Gastrodon
Yeah.
now.
Shout out Volby for actually doing offensive damage for once. Like Illumise and Volby known for purely supportive roles, but JT was like, well, the only way for me to get through Gastrodon with this team is to kill it with Giga Drain.
Giga Drain Volby.
Yeah. And here Josh letting his Gastrodon die, I think, is a bit of a misplay.
Surprised we're going for the Mandibuzz and not trying to kill the Garchomp.
No, I respect it. You have Tailwind up for an extra turn as well. You don't want the Mandibuzz to get Tailwind up again.
That's fair.
I don't know how I feel about not pressing Icicle Spear into the Garchomp on that turn. I guess he's just more afraid of the Goldengo, which is fair. Liquidation doing 75. Oh my god, he's so bulky. Ah, that's a greedy, nasty plot if I've ever seen one.
It's a very greedy, nasty plot.
JT with a good call out on the protect there to hit liquidation into Chomp. Gigatary not getting the kill.
Yeah,
Well,
now the
it's not that
full can.
offensive. But the damage I think has been done. And even though these aren't really JT's strong offensive guys, it's I think enough to clean this up because high horsepower is still here. Goldengo dies, and this rabbit cannot do it all. High jump kick. 59. Hold on. This rabbit's crazy.
Kind of explains
Oh,
the
okay. Yeah.
gyro kick in the last game. I think that's a more accurate move than high jump kick.
And gunk shot. Okay, so yes, this rabbit's just never hitting. Except he's hitting. Um,
Sometimes you gotta throw hands as a rabbit.
True. So JT brings it back for game two. Very good adaptation. I honestly do think the choice to kill Mandibuzz was a good one. Identifying how big of a threat that was with constant tailwind up and the ability to foul play Barraskewda and kill it in one. So it's neat. We'll go to game three. We'll see what's going on. JT says, I have my lead. I don't need to change it. This is perfect. Get my rain up.
Yeah, really been
Liquidation to
wrong with it.
chip Goldengo. That defense drop doesn't really matter, I don't think. It's a good taunt. Volby can't really do anything offensively against either of these two guys. And so I don't know why it's staying in. Oh, he's U-turn.
He's
I guess that's fine. Um, Personally, if I was Josh, I think I would have. Oh, we see the foul plays a roll. And suddenly, Gastrodon is in, and it's boosted. Um, Going for Tailwind to match, which I get you kind of need to. Um, Again, JT realizing that Mandibuzz is the biggest threat. Um, and so we see a Terra Water, I guess, to live the rock moves from Tyranitar if they come out. And now JT's like, all right, now I gotta start killing this Gastrodon so my water types in the back can do stuff.
Not die. Or I guess do something before they die.
Volpe living
Well,
the rock slide quite well, but dies to
died
sand.
insane.
Yeah.
So now JT has to kill this
hmm
Gastrodon without the way he's killed it every other game.
Yeah, it's at least low now to where like maybe play rough kills. Oh no, we see he
Oh,
has more grass coverage. So JT was really prepared for this Gastrodon, which he kind of
I
needed
mean,
to
if you're
be.
bringing three water types, I feel
Yeah.
like you have to be.
hmm Double protect, stall out, tailwind, classic. Um, but like this icicle spear is going into Garchomp this turn. Like there's no reason not to. He's got +1 speed,
Thing.
so I think you had to switch out and like sack Gold or T-Tar there, and then kill the Baxcalibur with your rabbit. I think that was the
I
only
don't know.
line there that led to victory
Yeah, I guess high
because
horsepower probably could have managed, but that was really his only move to do it.
yeah, because like Garchomp was his cleaner there. He kind of needed it, but I mean the position I think was one for JT. He still had Azu at 100 in the back and a full Swampert,
Yeah,
and so
two things that we're not going to go
this
down easy.
Garchomp was like protect, EQ, probably Dragon move, Scale Shot maybe. What's it do to Azu when Swampert gets to press Y guard? Nothing. So good adaptation from a game one loss. JT showing the very good. What's the word?
Player sense.
Yeah, yeah, being able to, you know, make good calls in game. Cool. Moving along, we have our commissioner Matt versus Vivi in a interesting battle I was present for when it was played. And so, um, And so we see. Is this Ditto's first appearance on Vivi's team? I know she acquired
I'm
him from some.
pretty sure it is. I don't fully remember, but
Yeah.
the week before this, Vivi played me and it wasn't there, and I don't
Okay.
think she had it the week before.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And so obviously, again, we see a lot more water types, just like last game. Vivi having three water types, and so this Vikavolt is quite a scary guy. Um, Not to mention the Superior in the back. We see Snipe Shot doing really just not a whole lot, and we
Immediately
see
dying.
Thunderbolt doing a lot.
And Trick Room going up.
Got to do the hard switch out there. Thunderbolt doing so much. Blizzard's just not connecting. It's the risk of running
Blizzard
Blizzard
without
in. Yeah. Good Terra to live the air slash. I don't know why Vikavolt pressed air slash there instead of Thunderbolt because we saw that it would have killed. But Vikavolt down, so Palafin in the back can like start to do some cool things when Trick Room dies, and I think that crit probably mattered. It sure did. So, oh, now it's Bear versus Bear.
But one is guts boosted and the
One is
other
guts boosted, the other is not. Um, and so we see that this Ditto is not scarfed because it went first in Trick Room, and so it is Focus Sash as it's revealed, which is interesting. I kind of like that, knowing you're probably going to be in Trick Room for a little bit. You don't really necessarily want to be scarfed. Armory's finishing itself off. Superior getting a boost, and now it's going to be Palafin versus the World with an Intimidate. Oh, nope. Clear Amulet. So Palafin will not have to deal with Mabostiff, but
was not
this
gonna matter though.
helping
That
hand, yeah, is
helping
going to
hand.
kill. So Commissioner takes game one, and so we see immediately how scary this Vikavolt is for Vivi's team. And so we gotta find. She's got to find a way, kind of around that in game two, if there's any hope. Matt choosing to lead with the fucking side spam dudes. Vivi's lead has not changed. This forces an immediate Terra, which is fine. And honestly, I do like the decision to kill Indeedee off the rip.
Yeah, prevent it
Um,
from being annoying.
yeah, and you know that's fine.
But
Plus, you
now
don't then you don't have to you also don't have to play the game of am I getting follow meat or not. Like you just kill it. We see another focus sash on Vivi's team come out. We see another blizzard on Vivi's team
this time a
revealed.
double hit.
Yeah, but like once again, Inteleon's going to get murdered. Hurricane does 44, and
I
so
wonder
in a
if
situation like this, I think Weather Ball is just always better. This is neutral hit. You're in rain, so I think it's stronger.
it's 100
I don't
versus
know if it would have picked
100.
up the kill. I don't think the difference is that much, but um, still worth noting. But I guess maybe then Hurricane actually is better because you can get the confusion. So never mind. Um, but this Heracross is looking real scary for Matt to deal with. Megahorn, close combat, surely. Palafin is about to be activated. And now you get to drop off the Ditto Intimidate on the two physical guys. This is a good position for Vivi for sure. Um, well, I can go for Megahorn there. I guess not wanting to drop its statisticals, risking the miss. Or maybe it's banded. I don't actually know. I forget.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen it use anything else, so it could
Yeah.
just be banded.
Let us know in the comments if this was banded, because I forget.
But also, Bug does just hit everything.
It's true. Um, yeah, I don't think anything resists Bug on this team, right? Ursaluna. Um, no, I guess it doesn't.
Wait, did we finish the other game?
Yeah, yeah. Matt forfeited,
Oh, okay.
which I get.
Yeah,
Because
these
I mean,
guys are not.
Megahorn can miss, so you can just press armor cannon into this slot and hope that you get a lucky dodge, and then all of a sudden you kind of just win. But maybe he thought just I can't beat Palafin in the back anyway. But you're Terragrass, so I think he might have. But
It
maybe
would have
not.
been
Maybe
winning
CC
a lot.
maybe CC from Palafin just cleans up at that point. But either way, that happened, and so we go into game three. Matt going back to his original lead, and Vivi choosing to keep it consistent. Revealing Dark Pulse, and so Vivi was, I guess, decided killing Indeedee, not having to deal with it, was a good play. Let me do it again. But
And Matt said
unfortunately,
no.
Matt is a gamer and said, well, I'm not
Well,
going to let that happen
Matt's
this turn. And so
favorite
now,
move in the game is protect, and he has said it before, and
yeah.
there's no
And
world in
so,
which. Ooh.
yeah, so we see Inteleon do basically nothing this whole set. This mon is not real.
Well,
Um,
there was an idea behind it. The idea was that its snipe shot can ignore follow me, so it can go chunk Ursaluna for a large amount of damage,
oh,
even
is that right?
if he was
Okay.
there.
I see the vision, but
But it
unfortunately,
was never in the
yeah.
position to do that because it was only ever against the Terra Grass Armor Rouge or the Vika Vault that could one-shot it.
Yeah. And so goes down, and then so we see Baby Palpin come in and decide to do chip to Indeedee to get the kill, but then you're effectively sacking your Palafin, and now you're down 2 mons to kill Indeedee. You still have this demon in Vikavolt here. This
And
Megahorn's
you're
not going to kill because you're
intimidated
intimidated.
now, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a real tough position to be in.
Oh,
You got the kill.
also,
That Blizzard did a lot. Um, but now what do you do? Yeah, 43 is not going to do enough. Bug Buzz is not going to do enough. Expanding Force doesn't get the kill, but Thunderbolt will clean it up.
yeah.
Yeah, and so
And
this is
with one
looking
left,
bleak. But where there's a will, there's a way. Except Blizzard is a bad move. But now all of a sudden Tailwind's up, and so you bring in your Ditto, and
oh, you
you get
the
to
dump
be
there.
Armor Rouge. Press Expanding Force to kill Vikavolt. Hurricane kills Armor Rouge, and all of a sudden now it's a 2v2, and you have 2 turns of Tailwind. This is suddenly looking like a decent endgame. Energy Ball comes out. This is the first time we see that, which makes sense versus the Water team, that he would have it as Terra Grass. Does not kill Ursaluna, but does reveal to be a 2-hit KO. Leaf Storm does 49 to Bumbo. But then we see Koba Berry on Superior to live the Hurricane. So I think
Why?
in this position, right, I understand the idea of hurricaning to kill the Superior, but what if you just killed Ursaluna? Or actually, right, because I can understand not wanting to double Ursaluna on the turn where it could protect to kind of try and get its guts boost. Why not double the Superior? You know? But it's tricky because then if you armor cannon, you're getting weaker. But here, this is the unfortunate turn where everything starts to go wrong for our hero Vivi. Pressing expanding force into Superior to do 46. If you pressed armor cannon instead,
It
it would pick
died.
up the kill. I know you're in the rain, but super effective, and it's stronger. It
And
would have
you're
picked up the
Armor
kill.
Rouge.
And if you get the kill there, then Bumbo can press Hurricane or Weather Ball into Ursaluna, and then the game is over. But now, as unfortunately, it will be.
Also, the
Yeah,
Tailwind goes away, but you are still faster with that.
yeah. But
There
there's
was
not there at this point. There's no way to kill both of them.
no. Vivi also, for some reason, didn't remember that or
What's
that the
Focus
Tailwind
Sash?
could dash. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there was some discussion after the match about how knowing that would have changed what she did that turn
mm-hmm.
before.
Yeah. And so now the only play is to get enough protects to where Ursaluna dies from burn. Gets a double, which is neat. But I think she needs like 5.
Yeah,
And there's just no
doing
way.
60%.
You better be
Um,
a really good gambler for
yeah.
that.
Gotta be.
Gotta go play more Balatro. And so, unfortunate kind of end game flubs from VV costs her the set. Matt continues his reign through the Violet League. But you know, good performance, from VV otherwise. It's always good to take a game off of the team that feels the most broken. And then I believe this is our last set of the week to go over, and it's yours, Tim. This is when you had to
Well,
play Ernest, and we see Ernest is bringing Combuskin, um, and you are bringing
yeah,
Sneasel. So we see some little guys out to play.
I wouldn't say Sneasel is a little guy.
Oh,
Sneasel's
he's like a a first stage
it's a baby,
evolution.
yeah.
Yeah. Um,
It's
five
three
big
babies
boosts.
and a giant monkey.
Yep. Tail goes up. You have to eat a burn.
So I discovered later that the Blastoise does not have big dumb water move that scales off of HP.
It does not have water spout. No.
But you
I
still
played
went
the
right into
entire
it.
set under the aspiration, like under the assumption that it did, and my goal was to chunk it for large amount of
To
damage. So
mitigate
it
that
did that.
damage. That's
Yeah.
reasonable.
I mean, it's
Um,
still
Uh,
a good play to go for because it's a Shell Smash Blastoise and
yeah.
it only
that's
takes two
true.
turns.
And so now Blastoise dies without doing any damage, which is always exciting to see. But
But
now
what is happening on the left side of that screen?
Pickin' Venus is boosted up, crazy
And
style.
interesting, because
Um,
you'll discover next turn it has a funny move.
yeah, what's the fourth move? I wonder.
I wonder.
Yeah, we don't
Um,
even see an attacking move yet.
yeah. And so, and you see, ignoring the boosting combustion entirely, you decide to target the Hydreigon. Fake tears, I guess, for someone in the future to come in and do damage to it.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that Acrylic Nails was going to die now.
Yeah, but
So
he's sticking around.
he's sticking around.
And
And then,
sometimes
funny.
that's like okay to do when like your opponent has a mon that's like burned and not doing a whole lot. Rather than give them the free switch in, you can just kind of leave it sitting there and then kill everything next to it. But also, Ernest has not been killing anything next to it either. So,
And that Hydreigon is
but he
getting
decided to
chunked.
change that now and use big Fire Blast Heat Wave move. Um, oh, we saw Piccanchinus passing all the boosts
To
to
Rillaboom, which
Rillaboom, and now
turns
this
out
Rillaboom is
really
very
important.
fast and bulky and
Very
strong.
strong.
Um, and so now we see
It still
Pickin'
takes a
Venus
lot from a Moonblast.
takes a lot. It's not specially boosted.
No, it's Miracle Seed, I think, this
Uh,
week.
Yeah, it's offensive, so it's not AV. And so now it just died. It didn't do all that much. Um,
I was
and
not letting
now
him beat
one of these Mons can't do anything.
yeah, so this thing only has Will-O-Wisp. Missing the Wisp on
On Gambit
Gambit
was
was
rough.
tough, but I don't think
Definitely
ultimately
mattered.
uh,
I mean, definitely mattered for giving a potential path to
would that
win.
have killed? Would Comfy have still died? Maybe.
I don't think so. It wasn't SD'd at all.
No, but I don't think it would have been able to set up.
No, it would not have gotten a
Hmm.
lot. It really just would have meant that maybe these boosts could have gone to Hitmontop, which probably
Yeah,
didn't matter because of the Meowstic in the back.
yeah.
Well, the
Meowstic's
speed
going
might have been
to
nice.
chip.
Oh, never mind. I did like nothing. What the heck, Meowstic? You're losing?
Oh, this is vested.
Oh,
This Hitmontop is AV.
and
Uh,
Meowstic is full speed and HP.
Hmm.
But I
Chili.
really was just letting Chili
Um,
Willy get in to get
yeah,
big
and
and kill.
Yeah.
defense boost is quite good. Yeah, so we see a nice cleanup with your ice dudes in the end game. And so Ernest seems very funny, if not a bit passive. I think he needs to maybe play a bit more aggressively.
He
Um,
does next game if I
yeah.
remember.
And so the combustion is funny. Not having an offensive move, besides technically I guess Will-O-Wisp, is tough. Um, but I think he waited too long to baton pass to someone. It's like how many speed boosts do you really need?
especially when you have the priority option.
Yeah. Electing for a double protect turn one. I guess maybe just to see what you want to do. And the room goes up, which on paper looks pretty good. Um, but the Terrifier comes out there to dodge blizzards, understandable, and heat waves start swinging. And so yeah, this is a good call from Ernest. I think. Yeah, it gets the priority kill on Obama. We see Psychic Terrain come up too little too late now, but at least now it can't Draining Kiss anymore. Oh, but it can because Rillaboom is here.
So yeah, I wasn't sure of order of operations there. I knew the Draining Kiss was coming out, and I
Yeah,
thought could prevent it, and
no, because Triage is +3, so that's always going to come out before your move. But Comfy's dead, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. CC not going to pick up the kill unless you double. But you decide to get Chip on Hitmontop. That's fine. I'm assuming the Will-O-Wisp comes out here. Yup. But that's honestly fine. I mean, Sneasel's done more than he needs to do, I think, at this point. Um, but Bullet Punch is here to clean that up. Yeah, with this burn, it's now gonna be tough. I mean, fish for a poison is always a decent thing to do. Another Wisp dodge, so tough to be Earnest here. Um, and then he calls out the triple axle on the Terra Flying. It's a good play. Still doesn't get the kill though.
Well, he
Uh,
only got
no, that's three. Three hits.
oh, that's three. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
King gave it.
Uh,
Sure.
yeah. And it's not Technotop. I don't think. No, it is Technotop. It's just AV. It's not that offensive. It's bulky. Poison Jab gets the poison proc on Rillaboom, which is good. Um, Glide when you're -2 does a lot. Sucker Punch doesn't do enough. Another
Oh,
dodge.
Missed
This
the gambit.
Gambit is just being a real thorn in the side of Ernest.
that
Not
being
letting him do
said, you should be
anything.
able to grassy glide into that slot this turn and
Yeah,
kill
this
it,
turn it dies. Yeah, you
which
either
is
break.
almost better for you because the snow isn't up. Or sorry, the Rabombi's not in here to get a kill potentially. And now Rillaboom has the slight HP it can potentially just take out
And
No,
I
I mean Heat Wave's
this
gonna
one.
come out. You Grassy
yeah.
Glide to break stash, and Heat
Hmm.
Wave just kind of cleans up here. This
Yeah.
unless you miss Heat Wave, like this
Which in that
is
case, legitimately, I could see Glaceon winning this set.
yeah.
That was really what I was playing for. Like
I
I
mean that's
needed.
the only out there. You gotta play to your outs. And can I dodge?
Mhm.
But Hydrogen Bomb hits.
Chooses not to, no.
Yeah, and we go into a game 3 situation. We see Comfy lead with Hydreigon next to it, and you decide to lead Rabombi. It's always a good lead, and fake out pressure is always nice to have. And these guys don't really care about Comfy, and so we see Comfy's here to match Tailwind, which I like that play.
I missed my opportunity, and I should have just clicked Moonblast into Hydreigon the first turn.
Um,
But like I fully
yeah, I mean you
expected.
faked out into it, so yeah, the Moonblast could have come out, but like you expect the Terrifier off the rip when it's facing down a Rabombi,
Yeah.
but it's dead anyway, and I think that's the a problem for Ernest because Hydreigon is his big damage dealer here, and without it, it's going to be really hard to muscle through, especially those ice types in the back. Moonblast gets a lucky special attack drop. Ernest electing to get his priority kill, and he actually lands his he lands his wisp this time. We see that that burn miss did matter in game 1 to a degree at least. Anyway, um, I don't know about saving that Comfy there. Like honestly, I would probably just take my chip or try to set up Tailwind because like now you're just taking damage on Blastoise for no reason, and like you try to Shell Smash, but now you're chipped, and like it's not good. We see the burn coming in clutch here, to mitigate the damage from these Terraflying Terra Blasts. Gets the fake out call wrong, and now Rillaboom's going to take more chip. Now we see Muddy Water for the first time, and oh no! Oh no,
I'm
Blastoise suffering from success.
a little bit bad for him with this one, but for the rest of the game, Ernest basically makes me wait like 2 minutes in between turns. I got to the point where I was pacing my apartment because I wasn't going to change my move and I was just waiting for him to do something.
something timer,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, well,
Don't
you'll
put it
know
on because you're just better.
in the next game I play against Matt, the timer was turned on before we selected leads.
Yeah.
I know what Matt does, and I was not waiting for that.
Yeah, no. Timer should be on whenever you play. That is in the rules. Double protect to wait out Trick Room. I like. We know this freeze dry does giga damage, kills Blastoise. So, I don't know what Picanchinus is doing in here. Like,
Yeah, I feel like that should have been Hitmontop
it
the
should have
whole
been
time.
Hitmontop immediately, and now like you had to waste turn baton passing. This speed doesn't matter. Oh, and here we see this Orisphere not killing.
Oh, it's just not good enough.
We see Mach Punch coming out, but you have the +1 speed. You know, you can.
No, I actually think it doesn't have a better move.
It doesn't have CC.
No, I think it's Mach
But my
Punch, Bullet
Blizzard
Punch,
failed.
Triple Axle, and maybe a. Couldn't tell you what the fourth is, but I don't think it's CC.
Mach Punch doesn't kill. And
It's
so
it's
this is where I think Ernest kind of threw the end game.
Yeah, you Aurasphere the Glaceon there every
You
time.
Orisphere the
Mach Punch
Glaceon. It protected last turn. It can't protect. Get your kill confirm. Yeah. Yeah, and
really,
then you
really
win.
bad. Yeah, really, really bad miss there. Like,
Right.
if you're gonna
This thing is in snow. It's got defense boosts. You are AV
exactly.
Hitmontop. Like, you're not that guy, but Big Man Blastoise is, and now you suffer for it. And now
Yeah,
it's
that's a whole different set in any other generation, but Gen 9 says no here.
yeah, and that's
Here's the snow boost.
That's it. And so good shit, Tim.
Yeah, that's a good job, Tim.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta run it out. Even if it looks like it's unwinnable, just run it out. Your opponent might throw.
Yeah, that's true. There's always the chance that your opponent throws.
Like, I'm like, oh, I see the line, but it's actually hard to see it when you're on the other side of the screen.
Yeah, sometimes the stress of playing gets in your head. Yeah, it's true. But that's our sets. We didn't have who didn't we have? We didn't have David versus Will because Will did not have power. We didn't have Jordan versus Hall because they're busy and Lily was dying of illness.
Yeah, so
so a lot
hopefully
of
those games get played in the future.
yeah, a lot of extenuating circumstances. Let's not make a habit of that if we can help it. Because I need to talk about gaming.
I'm gonna make a habit of it. We're gonna have David be 3 weeks in a row.
Not.
Trust.
Do not forward. David needs to earn his wins. I'm tired of him getting wins for free.
But it'd be really funny if we made him play like 5 games at the end of the season because you'd have to make him play it at that point.
Yeah.
And it's just like boom, 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 one after the other. But yeah, no, we're gonna play. As you can see, there's a little bit of a spoiler there for next week. If you can see that.
No, you didn't see that.
You didn't see it. Yeah, looks
Cool.
getting games in.
Yeah.
Good week though for the guys that did play.
For sure. That's all we got. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, guys. We'll be back next
Glad to be
week.
here.
Peace.